get control of these audio. So if you're new to the channel, I wanted to add a little bit different content to the channel. So this is some of the other things that I do in my spare time. So anyhow, this game is Autonauts. This is one of my more regularly played games. This has to do with automation and programming. So if you like that kind of stuff, and like I do, then you might enjoy this game. So I'm going to start a new world and show you a little bit about how it works. So I'll run the audio up and then I'll just transition in between screens. So you're basically this character that lands on a planet and you gather resources and develop settlements. Some of the controls are pretty straightforward, but I'm just going to go ahead and zip through them because it's faster to explain that way. So you start here at stage 1 infrastructure, and then you work your way up through the stages as you develop your own town, and it's all based on, you know, how you get there. So I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, and I've learned some shortcuts. So I'm just going to play through and just kind of talk about it as I'm going. Okay, so you can zoom out. You can see kind of the area around you. I'm just going to do some quick exploration. Just kind of open up the map a little bit for planning purposes. Okay, back over here, looks like we have beehive, tree. Maybe once I chop the tree down, it'll come down. This exploration will be important later on as you're spreading out, and I kind of like to separate the areas because then it minimizes the congestion right away, because as you build and you grow, you end up taking up way more space than you had initially imagined. So I like to kind of like open it up, separate the task a little bit, and I don't mind that the robots have to travel. It's okay because eventually there's going to be an infrastructure that allows them to move faster between points. So at least that's my expectation. so we'll just talk about a little bit about what's going to happen. So one of the first things I'm going to do is unlock some of my tools. You get a basic workbench, and you can start with basic tools. So this here is our home base. You can see we have a couple little tools here. We have a stick, we have a stone. Those are the basic requirements for starting your first tools. So you have a bush here that you can get berries from later on. But let's just go ahead and start here. Xbox, so I'm just going to down tap and get into the menu and build a crude workbench. And I'm just probably going to place it. Let's just place it. Actually, it's easier to place it close to the woods for starters, because it shortens the trip because the logs are heavier. So it takes you a little longer to move to them. So we'll start with that, and then we'll also start with a robot assembly. Start that right there. We can move these things later on, but we'll just get them down on the ground right now. When you hover over it, gives you the ingredient list. So you go grab a log, point and click pretty much, and then you drop it down onto the blueprint. Okay, so it says I need one more log. And you'll see that over time these tasks will become repetitive, and that is the reason why you want to automate some of your tasks, because everybody's going to have some work to do and a contribution to getting everything made. Alright, so with this workbench I can build a axe, a crude spade, and a crude pick. And each tool is used for a specific area of the map. So I'm going to start it off with crude axe, because I need some tools. I need a stone. Put that there, and there's a stick here. Okay, so you have an axe now. Alright. I'm also going to long press on the X button, and that stores it into my book bag, or to my storage, and it keeps my hands free. Now I'm going to make a pickaxe. Same ingredients: stone and now your hands can only pick up one singular item at a time. So if you start with sticks, you can only pick up additional sticks up to 4. If you pick up rocks, the same thing is true. You can only pick up 4 rocks. As you can see at the bottom of the screen here, there's 4 hands. So that's 4 inventory slots that you can pick up. So picks allow you to start getting rocks from the other resources. So this area right here, stone deposit. Okay, come over here. this pic, and if you just want to sit back and observe, that's what we're gonna do. So just hang out. I'll place myself on mute, and then you guys can watch along. All right. So I've created my first bot. Some of the programs are pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna go stand in front here, and you can see it's a basic bot. It just has one arm and some sticks for for wheels and like a kind of a wind-up action on the back. So what you do is press the Y button, it blows a whistle, and then you can start to program the bot. So from Here you can make it do certain tasks like gather sticks or pick up stones or whatever and stack them in a place. So let's go ahead and press record to start programming the bot, and we'll get it to pick up some rocks. Okay, and then once you have the program written into the bot's memory, then all you have to do is press play and it will go follow the task that you have asked it to do. You see it's picking up rocks, moving to the location, and then dropping them. And it repeats that over and over and over again indefinitely until one of those things in that list is not true. So you see that at the top it says my bot brain has 6 kilobytes free. Well, every task that you ask it to do exhausts part of its memory, so it can only understand simple instructions. Like you have to program like basic stuff for it to do because it can't think but so much and it can only remember so much. So you have to teach it how to be more efficient so you don't get it to use up its memory, because the program won't run if you asking it to do too much. It won't do anything. So anyhow, that's that task. You can see that it's gathered all the rocks, and there's one more. Because there's no more stones within the area that's marked, it can't complete its other task. So we'll just put him on pause for a bit and go back into the menu. Alright, so the next task is to collect sticks. So I'm going to reprogram him to get sticks now. Press record and clear. Start the task over again. Pick up a stick in this area and drop it here. Repeat that forever. And just to be sure, I want all the sticks in this area. And we'll press play and let it collect some sticks. Okay, so now I have two bots here, and I can ask it to just start doing other tasks that I need. So what I'm going to do is you'll see me go up to the taskbar. It's behind my image. So I'm going to go out of screen, and then you'll see me just go through the task list, and it'll just have certain tasks that you need to do. But outside of that, this game is a huge time absorber, and you can easily get lost playing this game for hours and hours and hours. You'll learn different things, you'll make mistakes, and then you'll want to go back and try different means to improve the supply chain as it relates to moving resources between different locations and eliminating bottlenecks and maximizing production and so on and so forth. So you can learn quite a few things about programming and automation and simplifying tasks and task management and resource management and things like that. So if these are the kind of games that you like, then I think you should give this game a try. It's a little tricky to get the programming logic and the button presses to get in and out of the menus at first, but if you follow the training and just follow the tutorial, then it'll help you go pretty far right at the beginning, and you'll just want to come back and play more and more and more. But anyhow, that's a quick tutorial on Autonauts. I'm gonna go ahead and pause right here and